after the last 3 months or so of battling this car's issues. It's back in the driveway. It's drivable again. It's hopefully not leaking. Apparently it has a new transmission. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, do me a huge favor, go down and subscribe. The Mustang's back, but it's still a little broken, I think. It took forever to get this car back. It's spent months in the shop. It's been gone for 2 weeks ever since we got it back, and it started leaking on my garage floor. It's unfortunate, and I've thought about selling it. I basically have told myself that I am going to sell the car. This is probably my last couple days with this car, and it's really unfortunate. I got it back literally like a couple hours ago. Obviously, I drove it home, went to go pick it up, and the car is still broken. There's a lot of play in the clutch that I immediately noticed. I pushed the clutch in, and I'm like, did they do something different with the clutch? Because it has like half the throw, and then I put my foot under the clutch pedal and push it up, and it comes up halfway, and there's like this much play in the clutch itself. So yeah, it's back and it's immediately broken. A little frustrating, but it's back. Let's talk about what happened a little bit and see what they did, and just kind of like look at the Mustang. It's been a while. She's been gone for so long, 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks at this point. Yeah, I've missed the car, but also it's a little frustrating when you get a car back and it's already broken. I don't know, but let's check it out. Been awakened in this car. You see that? The clutch doesn't activate until here. So all of this is just play for no reason. The clutch just retracted to here, and it didn't come back all the way until I put my foot under and pulled it back. I don't know who to blame at this point, because I kind of feel like, sure, it is Ford's fault for not giving me a good transmission in the car, but why is the dealer giving me the car back if the car isn't fixed? Or maybe they just don't know, but this play was not there before, and this play should not be happening in the car. I don't know what's up, but I've been told 2 different things that have happened to this car. So I have a whole list of things that went wrong with the car. I still haven't got paperwork for what happened to this one. I don't know, man. It's frustrating, to say the very least. One guy told me the car got a completely new transmission, and the other person told me it got a part replaced. Let's go take a look under the car and see if we can distinguish between a new trans and a new part, because I haven't looked yet, but I've been told 2 things. I believe the second guy who told me it was a new trans because he was a higher up, but also, like, what? He told me because the transmission was defective before, that basically they just went and ordered a whole new transmission. So let's take a look. It looks like the same transmission. I just took a peek underneath. So I like, how hard is it to figure out what went wrong with the car and to tell me what went wrong? Like, it's a simple thing. We replaced this went bad, so we got this on order, but it's a whole complication. They won't tell me what part they ordered when they said they ordered a part, and then they told me I got a new trans, and it doesn't look like a new transmission. It doesn't feel like a new transmission either. It just feels like the same old transmission. So I can't really get the camera underneath the car. It's also pretty wet over by the oil to do. There's already puddle underneath the car. I hope it's just water though. You know, if everything just went properly and right, and the car worked as it would, and maybe even if the car did break something at one point and the dealership fixed it, maybe, like, I wouldn't want to sell the car. But the overall experience between the dealer, the car breaking, and everything going on is really just leading me to be like, all right, wiping my hands with the car. I'm getting as much as I paid for it. Car's going to depreciate in the future. I've put my miles on the car. I've done my time with the car. Time to move on. I love the car though, and that's the unfortunate part, that part of me doesn't want to let go of the car, but the logical side of everything is get rid of the car now, bud. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is just water. It's not actually leaking. But I've been put in a tough spot. If you guys have seen in the previous videos when I had a list like 3 pages long of what happened to the car the first time. Anyways, let's fire it up. Like, once you fire it up and you hear that V8 rumble, like, you immediately kind of forget some of the things. Like, I hopped into the car and I'm like, it just feels right for me to get in the car, to start the car, hear that noise. It's like, there's not many cars that can beat that. Naturally aspirated 5.0 V8 that revs to 7,500 RPM. That's insane. But there's a transmission that can't keep up the 400 horsepower. You know, maybe if you do buy a Tremec upgrade, the car would be absolutely like phenomenal. Like, it would be perfect. Even if you buy an MT82 and you're not planning on like hard driving, you're still gonna break it, because I still broke mine. I didn't drive my car very hard. Again, I drove it like a 400 horsepower plus car. The car can't handle the power, and after a good amount of time, the power catches up to the weak trans and it picks the weakest part apart, and that's the transmission. You know, usually you snap a drive shaft, something like that. If you increase power, normally out of the box cars don't break stuff with stock power, but in this case they put a transmission that cannot handle the power of this car. More than just that, it just is a bad transmission. I don't know, but it looks like it's coming to an end. The Mustang in all of its glory. This is a sad ending. I didn't expect this to end like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know I've done a lot of talking in this video, but I mean, there's a lot to talk about with this car and the future of what is going to happen with it. If I do sell the car, I can upgrade to something better. Without selling the Mustang, I can't upgrade to something bigger, better. I can use the money from this to upgrade into something else. Possibly even wait a little bit and get something twice as good as this. Like I said, I've been looking at the Z01, GT500s. I don't know. Those cars are really expensive, and at the same time, I can drive this car every day, while something like that I can't really drive every day. Well, I could, but you know. If you're subscribed for the Mustang content, don't worry. If I do replace the car, it's going to be with something better, more exciting. So just to stick with me for a little bit. We'll figure out what's going to happen with the car and all that. I'm still deciding. Now the car's back, I can kind of finally make a final decision. By the end of this week, it's either going to be gone or it's not going to leave the garage. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video, happy to see the Mustang back. Comment down below what you want me to do. If you were in my situation, you were getting as much money as I am with a breaking car, what would you do? Most logically, decision is to sell the car. So comment what cars you would want me to replace the Mustang with. The Mach 1 and GT350 are not on the table. I'm probably going to see a lot of those comments, and GT350 isn't a car I can daily drive and put a ton of miles on. Mach 1 isn't quite available yet, and they're very expensive. So when I do want to buy another 5.0, it will be a Mach 1 or possibly this exact car once again. If it depreciates to under 30,000 and it comes up for sale, you never know. I might buy it again. But if I do want to get another 5.0, it's going to be a Mach 1, and it's going to be in a year and a half, 2 years. Because they're going to come down in price. They're going for over 50. If they were sub 45, I would get a Mach 1. Obviously, this car is going to sell for about 45 at the dealership. So I'm not getting a Mach 1 just yet. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the summer. Slowly, we're trying to make it happen. And possibly, I might even hold off on my new car until I hit 100K. So, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, that's all I have, and I'll see you guys in the next video.